Hi everyone, it's Amity and welcome back to another video. Today is kind of a part 2 of the last video. So last time I did a tier list and ranked all of the Disney and Pixar animated movies. Now we are going to do the same thing with the DreamWorks movies. Now the DreamWorks ones I have seen substantially less of, so there's going to be quite a few in the never seen it category. But without further ado, let's get straight into it. Alrighty, so we have our tiers here ready to go. Of course, at the top, always down to watch this. We'll never say no. Not my first, but still great. I wouldn't pick it off the shelf myself, but if someone put it on, I would sit there and watch it. Not worth a rewatch are the ones that I just wasn't the biggest fan of personally, and then of course, never seen it, which is going to fill up quite a lot. Heads up. Alright, so as you can see, there's a lot less DreamWorks movies than Disney, so this shouldn't take as long, and honestly I'm just gonna flick through real quick and put away the ones that I haven't seen. Alrighty, and then I'm not sure what the difference between these two Kung Fu Pandas is, so I'm gonna put this one away and just have this one as Kung Fu Panda 2. And then, what was the other one? Puss in Boots. Don't know the difference between these two, so I'm going to put that one away and we'll just focus on this one, which I'm going to assume is the first. But, starting off, let's start with Ants. Now this, I always preferred over A Bug's Life. It was definitely the much more mature version, and it was creepy. I think that's the thing I liked about the DreamWorks movies as I got a little bit older, is they were always just a little bit creepy. So Ants, I would definitely watch again. The Bee Movie, as good of a meme as it is, I just can't get behind it as a serious movie. I can't take it seriously. I would probably not rewatch it if I'm being completely honest. Chicken Run traumatized me as a child. I definitely wouldn't be able to watch this again. It absolutely traumatized me, and I'm not even joking about that. The scene where you see like a chicken get beheaded like in the shadows, oh, awful. Flushed Away I also didn't like. For whatever reason, I just wasn't a fan of it. Home was alright. Honestly, I didn't really get into it. I don't know why. I can't work out why, I just didn't get into it. The How to Train Your Dragons. The first one is like in my top DreamWorks movies. So good. And then the second and the third one, they were okay. I'd watch them again, but if I had to choose between the three, I would choose the first one. Kung Fu Panda, also probably wouldn't rewatch. I never really liked it as a kid. Hated the second one. So that's easy. Monsters vs. Aliens. I'm sort of just jumping around here. Monsters vs. Aliens. I went through a stage where I watched a bunch, but I don't know why, because I never was really into it anyway. I think it was just like always on the TV, so that's what I would watch. The first Madagascar is always a classic. I don't really remember much about the second one. I haven't seen the third. Where'd I put that? No, I have seen the third. Where is it? Yeah, because that's the circus one. I don't really remember much about them, if I'm being honest. So they can't have been too great. Over the Hedge, I hated. Again, as a kid, for whatever reason, I did not like it. Puss in Boots, honestly, I only watched like half of it. I never watched it the full way through, so I'm just going to be fair and put it in never seen, because I don't want to judge it too harshly, because I've never seen the full thing. Let's go through the Shreks. The first Shrek, good, great. The second one was actually my favorite. That's the one with like the frog king and he dies and all that jazz. That was my favorite. The third one was also pretty good. This one I don't actually remember, so I'm gonna put that away. Boss Baby I did not like. It was not my thing. I'm not really into babies or kids, so it was just annoying. The Croods I really liked actually. That's one of their newer ones. Did enjoy. Spirit. Spirit was my like obsession as a child. I loved that movie, and then I grew up and I could never find it anywhere. No one ever knew what I was talking about when I mentioned it. So I'm really glad that it's had a resurgence in the last few years and people are remembering and appreciating that movie, because that's like my favorite. Right at the top, absolute favorite. Wallace and Gromit, I, again, hated as a kid, was not a fan of it. Turbo was okay. I never got super into it, but I would probably rewatch it. Rise of the Guardians, I feel like, is a really underrated one. I'm not going to put it in the top, just because I don't remember a whole lot of it, but I do remember really, really enjoying it, and being quite upset that not many other people did, if I'm being honest. And then both Megamind and Shark Tale are going right at the top. Megamind, I probably see like every 1 or 2 years, still absolutely fantastic. And Shark Tale is another one where I always forget it exists, and then once every 5 years I'll be like, ooh, and I'll give it a watch and have a really good time. So there we go. This is my final rankings for the DreamWorks movies. I like how they sort of crescendo down. But yeah. These are my rankings. Feel free to let me know, as always, your opinions in the comments. Let me know what your favorite DreamWorks movie is, and if there's any down here that I should give a watch. So that is today's video. Thank you guys very much for watching. If you enjoyed, don't forget to leave the video a like and feel free to subscribe to the channel. I upload videos just like this every second Sunday, as well as all my VODs from my Twitch channel also get uploaded here as well. So if any of that sounds interesting, feel free to follow along. I will see you guys next time. Have a wonderful time zone. Goodbye!